Nobel Prize laureate Rigoberta Menchú says, without strong watchdog institutions, impunity becomes the very foundation upon which systems of corruption are built. And if impunity is not demolished, all efforts to bring an end to corruption are in vain. Hello and thanks for joining us on another episode of The Eagle, a program that showcases the activities of the EFCC. I am your host, Aisha Muhammad.
Imagine a society where everything works. Durable road networks, stable electricity supply, portable water, well-equipped and functional healthcare facilities, quality education for all, affordable housing schemes, social security benefits, job creation and a lot more that makes life comfortable to live. That is an ideal society. We can only achieve these if we all play our part. Say no to corruption to enjoy these benefits. Kill corruption to save Nigeria. This message is from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
On our lineup today, government's political will is EFCC's major strength, says Magu. Administrative Staff College of Nigeria, ASCON, commend EFCC, seeks its assistance. A court in Gombe has jailed a businessman for fertilizer scam. This and many more juicy menus shall come your way right after this timeout. Stay tuned. The acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC, Ibrahim Mustafa Magu, has attributed the rising successes of the commission in the anti-corruption fight to the political will of President Muhammadu Buhari's government, which allows for non-interference in its works and zero tolerance for any act of corruption. He made this disclosure at the EFCC headquarters Abuja while addressing a World Press Conference to mark the 2020 Democracy Day and Anti-Corruption Summit. Amina Kawa tells us more.
The acting chairman of the EFCC, Ibrahim Magu, says the political will the commission is enjoying from the present government in the fight against corruption is unprecedented. Stressing that, based on the strength and many other conducive enablement, the EFCC has achieved a lot in the last couple of years. The anti-graft czar said the EFCC has secured 2,240 convictions and recovered assets in excess of 980 billion naira in the last 5 years.
As you all know, ladies and gentlemen, in your regular reporting, the EFCC is not only ahead, it is clearly so. We are on course in all cases we are prosecuting. Our scorecard in the areas of conviction is 2,240 in the last 5 years. We have recovered assets in the excess of 980 billion naira, and quite a large array of non-monetary assets like the properties, estate, private jet, oil vessel, fueling stations, schools, hotels, trucks, and other automobiles, jewelries, plazas, shopping malls, electronics, among others. The EFCC takes both enforcement and prevention strategies very, very serious. Very serious. Our enforcement is not about tough talks. It is about tough actions. It is not about rhetoric. It is about professionalism. It is not about seminars. It is about criminals and how to bring them to book.
Magu urged Nigerians to take ownership of the anti-corruption fight, stating that public ownership of the anti-corruption war is one of the best showcase of patriotism.
The peculiarity you find here is not us alone. It's for everybody. You, the media, have also done your part. We have also done our part individually, collectively, And that's what works for me. And I find myself in front of this. So the glory, whatever credits we have in this struggle is for all of us. For all of us. So I want to congratulate all of us, you from the outside who are also responsible for monitoring what we are doing, and those from inside who also we have individually collective responsibility, and everybody has done his best. That's why we have the collective result.
He admitted that there are challenges on the way, especially in the case involving the former petroleum minister, Dizani Alison Madueke.
In the case of Dizani, our frustration is, I kept saying this about this. Let's put pressure on the UK authorities so that if they have not established case against Dizani, they should bring her back. But I will just, the next day we will take her to court. We will be able and take her to court. So it's true that we are being protected by our police in the UK, but I think we are looking at it now. We have exhausted all avenues. We have placed her on the watch list, and she's also on the red alert and at the Interpol level. So I don't even know why Interpol has not done the needful. But we are working, and the Nigerians in diaspora, they are also putting on certain strategies to get her back.
Also, across the zones of the EFCC, facts and figures have been rolled out about the increasing achievement of the Commission based on its assigned mandate. Nigerians are also being charged to show more commitment to the fight against corruption. The Lagos zonal head of the EFCC, Mohammed Rabo, noted that youth are critical stakeholders in ridding the nation of unsavory and fraudulent practices and charged them to steer clear of such conducts. Rabo stated that most economic and financial crimes, especially cyber crimes, are committed by young people. On his own part, Kaduna zonal head of the Commission, Milafe Yakubu, charged the public to key into the whistleblowing policy of the government and expose fraudsters in their vicinity. In the Port Harcourt zonal office of the EFCC, a total sum of 5.714 billion naira had been released to the Imo State government out of the 7.9 billion naira frozen in different accounts discovered in the investigation of former governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha. Zonal head Port Harcourt Usman Imam said that the money was released to the state government to pay salaries, pensions, and meet its obligations to workers. Also from Benin, the zonal head of the commission, A.H. Musa, urged the media to do more investigative stories to expose corruption. He pleaded that they use their various platforms to sensitize the public on the ills of corruption and its consequences on the society. Amina Kawa, reporting for The Eagle.
Corruption is a cankerworm, na cankerworm. I said na cankerworm, na cankerworm. Corruption don't finish our country. Nigeria women rise up and come together, oh yeah.
Every woman come out, but we fight corruption together, oh. Every woman fall out, but we kill corruption together, oh.
Them they thief our money, send them obodo yibo. Children they suffer every day, better school in no day. Nigeria women come, oh, women from every sector, make we fight corruption, we won't kill our country. Them go collect money for light, chop the money, light we no see. Good road and good health and call, we no see. I said na cankerworm, oh, na cankerworm, oh.
Join the EFCC in its crusade to rid Nigeria of corruption. Naija, now we all know.
The Administrative Staff College of Nigeria, ASCON, has commended the acting chairman of the EFCC, Ibrahim Mustapha Magu, for his efforts towards ridding the country of scourge of corruption. Speaking during a working visit to Magu at the Commission headquarters, ASCON's board chairman, Nduka Anyanwu, stated that the sterling efforts of the acting chairman of the Commission in making Nigeria a better place are not going unnoticed among Nigerians and the global community. Amina Kawa tells us more.
The ANSCON board chair, Nduka Anyanwu, who came in company of a board member and commandant, Police Staff College, AIG Shola David, and Director ANSCON, Abuja Liaison Office, Abdul A. Rabiu, explained that the visit was to further strengthen the good working relationship between EFCC and ANSCON. He stated that the EFCC and ANSCON have always enjoyed a cordial working relationship and as such, deemed it necessary to come on the visit. Anyanwu appealed to the Commission to assist it with an office building for its training from the properties forfeited by fraudsters and other corrupt elements in the society, stressing that such gesture will save the government the cost of acquisition of such a facility.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to add the work you are doing in Nigeria is only God that can pay you. Nigerians as a whole cannot pay you. We continue to do the right thing, and God will continue to strengthen you. You will go from strength to strength. And I want to say, please, we have graciously said that your staff here, we are going to train a lot of them. We are at a reduced cost, because what we are trying to do with our school to your commission is a win-win thing. You help us and we also reciprocate. I pray that God will continue to keep you. Your fight is a very good cause in the sight of all Nigerians, and I want to clearly say this: Nigerians are proud of you.
Magu, in his response, expressed his warm appreciation for the visit and assured the team of the Commission's willingness to grant the request, stressing that forfeited properties will serve better purposes if released for the use of government agencies. He disclosed that some of the Commission staff are product of ANSCON's training, as ANSCON is a household name.
So I'm happy that we came. At least we have seen each other and we seek to understand what you do, and we also seek to collaborate.
Yes.
We work with you. Like I said, you have decided to have a very robust liaison office there. I also said you can even extend. Some of us have a very good training facilities, so that if you can just arrange training for people in Abuja.
Among those who were on hand to receive the ANSCON delegation were Secretary to the Commission, Ola Olukoyede, and Director, Organizational Support, Dr. Aminu Gusau. Amina Kawa reporting for The Eagle.
My people, you see, time don't come where we go stop to grumble. Make we talk about this matter where they table. Before this country go fumble, come tumble. Time don't come where we go hold ourselves accountable and responsible. See as corruption make man pikin dey miserable. See as the hunger dey unbearable. Electricity no dey stable. Our roads no dey reliable. Education no dey affordable. Even elections myself, e no dey credible. Who we go hold responsible? But una know say a great Nigeria dey possible. This cankerworm called corruption, e dey curable. Me and you, we dey able, we dey capable, and together we go create an economy that is sustainable. That is why I dey beg all of una, make una support the EFCC so that we fit kick this nyamanyama thing wey they call corruption comot for this country. I beg, make una support EFCC.
This message is from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
Now we move to Gombe, where we still have another conviction report. And again, Amina Kawa is our guide.
Justice Fatima Musa of the Gombe State High Court 13 has convicted and sentenced Usman Adamu Shagari to 4.5 years jail term for his involvement in fertilizer scam. Shagari was prosecuted by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC on 6-count charge for production and sales of adulterated fertilizer in Gombe Metropolitan City and Lariski Village in Kirfi Local Government Area of Bauchi State. The offence is punishable under Section 374 of the Penal Code. Shagari's ordeal followed a petition to the Commission in July 2019 on his activities and those of his accomplices. Investigation led the raid of 3 illegal factories of the adulterated fertilizer, where a fully loaded truck of 600 bags and 2 Toyota Tacoma pickup vans with 81 bags were intercepted with the adulterated products. Investigations further revealed that the modus operandi of Shagari and his cohorts was to buy the genuine fertilizer from recognized companies and mix them with sand, rebag in their printed bags of original companies without authority, and sell the product to customers as original. While Shagari pleaded guilty and was accordingly convicted and sentenced, his 4 other accomplices, Idris Ali, Muhammad Al-Hassan Ararama, Dahir Salisu, and Adamu Abdurrahman, who were each arraigned on 10-count charges, pleaded not guilty. The judge also ordered that all the fertilizers in the factory should be destroyed. In line with the court's judgment, the Gombe zonal head of the EFCC, Ibrahim Shazali, led relevant stakeholders from NDLEA, NAFDAC, SON, Ministry of Environment, religious and community leaders, and media organizations in destroying the fake fertilizer. Amina Kawa reporting for the Eagle.
Corruption is dishonesty and illegal behavior by people in positions of trust. A public office is a public trust. Do not abuse positions of trust for private gains. Stay away from corruption. Nigeria is a great nation, and it is our responsibility to make the country greater. If you notice any act of corruption, please report to the EFCC via info@efccnigeria.org or call 09 904 4751 or 09 904 4752. You can also call 09 904 4753. This message is from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
Thank you, Amina, for that report. We hope this serves as deterrent to whoever intends to partake in such notorious act. Forfeiture proceedings serve as powerful deterrent measures as they deprive criminals the proceeds of their crimes. These proceedings are initiated in court, where an application for forfeiture is made by the prosecution. The court has powers to grant interim forfeiture orders pending determination of any substantive suit seeking a final forfeiture of any asset. In this special report, the Eagle correspondent Ilyasa Haruna Bala seeks to find out what Nigerians understand with the term asset forfeiture and what the law says about it. His report.
Asset forfeiture, I understand it to mean forfeiting assets or properties acquired illegally. That is, giving it up to the government or to the owner of the property.
Asset forfeiture, the terms asset forfeiture, by my own understanding, is those assets illegally acquired with stolen funds that the owners are being given opportunity to defend and they couldn't defend it, and government forfeited it back to the federal government.
Asset forfeiture basically is forfeiting assets, like giving up goods or house or wealth or money. And in Nigeria, asset forfeiture is mostly done by courts, where probably ill-gotten wealth is asked to be returned to government.
The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, is a Nigerian law enforcement agency that investigates economic and financial crimes such as advanced fee fraud and money laundering. The EFCC was established in 2003, partially in response to pressure from the Financial Action Task Force on Money Laundering, which named Nigeria as one of the 23 countries non-cooperative in the international community's efforts to fight money laundering. One of the functions of the EFCC, according to the Establishment Act of the Commission 2004, states that the Commission shall be responsible for the adoption of measures to identify, trace, freeze, confiscate, or seize proceeds derived from terrorist activities, economic and financial crimes-related offenses, or the properties the value of which correspond to such proceeds. So far, billions of naira and properties suspected to be proceeds of crime have been either forfeited temporarily or permanently to the federal government. Temporary or interim forfeiture simply refers to temporary impounding of a property or money of an accused person until the case is tried and closed. If the accused is found guilty by the court at the end of the trial, then a final order of forfeiture will be issued by the court and the property will become a property of the Federation, sold and the money paid into the Federation account. However, if the person is not found guilty at the end of the trial, the property impounded by the EFCC through the initial interim forfeiture order will be released back to the owner. Speaking further on the types of forfeiture, Acting Director Asset Forfeiture and Recovery Management of the Commission, Mr. Aliu Yusuf, highlights some of the key issues.
There are recoveries that are made in favor of private individuals, corporate entities, individuals that are defrauded. and usually court orders restitution. So such recoveries are usually paid back to the victims. If the money is recovered, if it is recovered and the forfeiture is in favor of federal government, what the law says is that it should be paid into consolidated revenue funds. If in the course of investigation you have an order of interim forfeiture of property, what usually happens is that the court directs that the property should be managed. A professional should be appointed to manage the property pending determination of the matter in court.
Upon receipt of a final order pursuant to the EFCC Establishment Act, the Secretary to the Commission shall take steps to dispose of the property concerned by sale or otherwise, and where the property is sold, the proceeds thereof shall be paid into the Consolidated Revenue Fund of the Federation. It also stated that where any part of the property included in a final order is money in a bank account or in the possession of any person, the Commission shall cause a copy of the order to be produced and served on the manager or any person in control of the head office or branch of the bank concerned, and that manager or person shall forthwith pay over the money to the Commission without any assurance than this act, and the Commission shall pay the money received into the Consolidated Revenue Fund of the Federation. Secretary to the Commission Olanipekun Olukoyode sheds more light on the steps the Commission takes in disposing these assets.
So it has to be done in line with the dictates of the judgment or the court order. First, and secondly, of course, you are aware that we have the law guiding disposal processes in Nigeria, which we call the Public Procurement Act. Also, it has to be done in line with that, especially when you are trying to get people, maybe auctioneers and all that will do that. And again, there is also you have to also follow the administrative process. So those are the three variables. Now, what we do, first of all, the order dictates what we do. Now, when the order gives us the power to dispose, we do it in line with Public Procurement Act that has also dictated the process to follow in getting auctioneers and also in disposing such assets.
It is worthy to note that the EFCC will not relent in investigating and prosecuting offenders of corruption, economic and financial crimes, no matter how highly placed they may be. Ilyasu Haruna Bala, reporting for The Eagle.
Well, we hope this answers all the questions that citizens of Nigerians have regarding asset forfeiture. And with that, we've come to the end of this week's edition of The Eagle. We thank you for watching. Please visit our website at efccnigeria.org and send your petitions to info@efccnigeria.org. You can follow us on all our social media platforms at Official EFCC on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I am Aisha Mohammed. As usual, I leave you with these parting words from Angel Guria, which says, integrity, transparency, and the fight against corruption have to be part of the culture. They have to be taught as fundamental values. Let's all play our part, see something, say something, and the EFCC will surely do something about it. Always be on the right track. From all of us, it's goodbye, God bless Nigeria, and please stay safe.